Hey guys, Cimilre from One with the Pump. Today we are reviewing the Cimilre S5 Plus. Okay, if you do not respond to typical pumps on the market, or you just haven't responded well, listen up, because this is probably one that is for you. So number one off the bat, this is a primary pump, which means that if you respond to this pump, you could use this pump 100% of the time. If you do not respond to this kind of pump, which I will explain in a minute, then this is not going to be a primary pump for you. This would be more of a secondary. But that's just like the way that this pump works. It really varies per person. So let's talk about the things that I love. Number one thing that I love, wireless, cordless. That means that it does not need to be plugged into work. It's a battery that you charge. It has to charge. That's it. So it's light. It's very portable. That one I like off the bat. Number two thing that I really like about this pump is it's dual motor, which means you can have either side that's of your breast at a different cycle or speed, which is very cool because remember, our breasts are not twins, they're sisters or cousins, which means that they don't always like the same thing. So sometimes we need like a stronger vacuum on one versus the other. So that's a really good thing that I like about this pump. I like that it's portable and I like that it's dual motor, which is amazing. Now, here's what I was talking about regarding the settings. Okay, the cycle on a pump is how fast or slow your nipples are getting pulled, okay? The cycle overall on this pump, so there's some faster, some slower, but overall, the cycle that this pump gets to on expression mode is, I don't want to, kind of significantly slower than the traditional pump. So a lot of pumps out there have like your nipples moving at a certain pace. This one is a lot slower. So why does this matter? It matters because I wouldn't get this pump if you were a first-time mom choosing a pump. If you wanted to get this brand, I would do the S6. That's more of like a traditional one. But if you are having your next baby, you've had experiences with pumps before, you haven't loved them, you just like never really found the right kind of pump for you, this one might be it because it's a much slower, longer pull. And maybe that's the way that like your baby eats, or if you're exclusively pumping, maybe that's just the way that your body responds to it. So if you haven't really responded well to other pumps, this could be a very cool option for you. Now on the flip side, I personally don't respond to a slow cycle. So I wouldn't be able to use this pump as a primary pump and really empty because I need a little bit of a pump that pulls quicker. I already know that about myself, having already had 3 kids. So I already know that. That's why I'm saying that I wouldn't get this as a first-time pump because you don't know what your body's gonna do. But if this is like your second pump or your third pump and you're like, I kind of want to just try something different, I know my body likes a slower cycle, like a slower pull, I would definitely suggest the Cimilre S5 Plus because it has that different pull. So that's just something to be aware of. Again, two coolest things about this is that it's dual motor, which means that each side, you can have one side higher. Well, now it's on sync, hold on. So if you see, you can have like just that side is getting lower while this side is getting higher. You can sync them up so they get on the same thing. I love that. I think that's like really important for every pump to have. They don't always have it yet, but like, I think it's a really good thing. Obviously not being attached to the wall goes without saying, and it's really light. So this is the Cimilre S5 Plus. Again, I recommend it if you're looking for something a little bit different. I wouldn't recommend it as the first time pump, but definitely if you know that you like a slower cycle, I would definitely recommend the Cimilre S5 Plus.